Spirit warrior, stop scrolling. What's coming your way will shake the ground beneath you and light a fire in your soul. Chosen one, have you ever felt like you're standing at the edge of something massive, but you just can't see what it is yet? Let me tell you about a woman named Miriam. She was overlooked, underestimated, and forgotten by most of her community. She worked in silence, served others humbly, and prayed with fierce faith when no one was watching. Every door seemed to shut in her face. Every promise looked delayed. But one night, while she was on her knees, she whispered, "God, if you're still writing my story, don't forget about me." 3 weeks later, she received a call from someone who had seen her quiet works of kindness. That call led to an opportunity that not only changed her life, but impacted thousands of others. The thing is, Miriam had no idea what God was preparing behind the scenes. But heaven was busy, Spirit warrior, and so is heaven for you. Chosen one, that you have no idea what God is about to make happen. And I mean that in the most supernatural, mind-blowing, divine intervention type of way. This isn't just a motivational moment or a feel-good video. This is a divine alert, the kind that makes you sit up, take notice, and prepare your spirit, because what's coming is bigger than you prayed for and deeper than you dreamed. As it says in 1 Corinthians 2:9, what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love him. So I need you to watch this until the very end. Every word is laced with insight, revelation, and spiritual truth tailored just for you. This is not coincidence, this is confirmation. And if you've been weary, wondering if God forgot you, trust me, this video is your wake-up call. You're not late. You're right on time. Chosen ones, let's dive into the 7 divine reasons why you can't even imagine what God is about to do in your life, and why that's exactly the way he planned it. Point 1, God works in silence before he shouts in public. Heaven's miracles don't announce themselves with trumpet blasts or flashing signs. They begin in the quiet, unassuming places. Spirit warrior, the silence you often dread is not a sign that God has left you. It's actually his favorite workshop. Like an artist who turns a blank canvas into a masterpiece behind closed studio doors, God works in secrecy, away from the noise, where no one is watching. That stillness you feel, that's not abandonment, it's alignment. It's heaven rearranging the chessboard while the world thinks nothing is moving. And here's the divine twist. You are the masterpiece being sculpted. You may feel hidden from the spotlight, overlooked, or even forgotten, but what if you're actually being preserved? Think about how diamonds are formed. They're buried in darkness under intense pressure for years. Yet when they finally surface, they shine in ways nothing else can. That time in the shadows wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Think of David tending sheep long before he faced Goliath or wore a crown. That field didn't feel like a throne room, but it built the heart of a king. Or Joseph, sold into slavery, thrown into a pit, falsely accused, imprisoned. It looked like a tragedy, but it was a training ground for the palace. God hides what he treasures. Just like ancient kings locked their most valuable scrolls in secret chambers, the divine conceals greatness until it's matured. Scientific studies even echo this idea. Neuroplasticity research shows that transformation often happens quietly in the background of our minds, long before we ever notice the shift. Your silent seasons are not wasted. They're rewiring your soul, aligning your purpose, deepening your roots. And when your moment finally arrives, it may seem sudden to the world. People will say, "Where did she come from?" Or "How did he blow up overnight?" But you'll know the truth. It wasn't overnight. It was over many nights. Nights of prayer, of tears, of silence, of staying faithful when no one was clapping. What they see as sudden is sacred timing. Heaven doesn't rush, it refines. So don't despise the quiet. That's where the holy is happening. Heaven's miracles often begin in silence because God wants the reveal to be unforgettable. Point 2, your struggles were spiritual boot camp. Every tear you've shed, every battle you've faced, and every heartbreak you've endured was not just a random part of your journey. It was all part of a divine training designed specifically for you, chosen one. Think about it. You didn't simply survive those trials. You were forged by them, like a blade being sharpened on the grindstone. You didn't just walk through the fire. You emerged from it, glowing with a newfound wisdom and strength that only the flames could provide. Your journey wasn't about being a victim of your past circumstances. It was about being a survivor of a higher purpose, a divine plan that only you could fulfill. Every setback you encountered was a lesson in resilience, each challenge a step toward your spiritual evolution. The enemy may have tried to bury you, to push you down with the weight of doubt, pain, and fear, not realizing that they were only planting you deeper into the soil. And what happens when a seed is planted deep? It grows, it rises, it reaches for the light in ways no one could have predicted. Now you stand on the edge of something magnificent, something unrecognizable to those who once doubted you. The struggles you faced were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to expose your hidden strength, to awaken the dormant gifts within you, and to deepen your faith. These tests were your spiritual boot camp, designed to prepare you for the powerful mission you're meant to carry out. Each obstacle was like a stepping stone, pushing you higher, refining you, teaching you how to stand firm when everything around you seemed to crumble. They showed you who you really are, a force to be reckoned with, a soul that cannot be broken. Now, as you rise from the ashes of your trials, remember this. You are no longer the person who entered those battles. You are something stronger, something wiser, something untouchable. Your faith has been tested and proven, and your strength is unshakable. The world won't know what hit it when you fully step into your power, for you have been prepared by forces far greater than anything you could have imagined. Point 3. Divine appointments are being set. You don't need 100 connections when you're divinely positioned. God's plan for your life is already in motion, carefully designed and aligned with your highest purpose. The universe, under divine orchestration, ensures that the right people, opportunities, and doors will open at the exact moment you need them. While many people chase success by networking endlessly, you need to understand that your true source of abundance and alignment isn't found in a pile of business cards or social media followers. It's found in divine timing. Heaven has scheduled appointments for your breakthrough, and those appointments are set in the spirit realm long before they manifest in the physical world. It may seem like a coincidence when someone reaches out to you at the perfect time, or when a door that once seemed closed suddenly swings open wide. You might think that these moments are mere happenstance, that they're just a string of good luck or timing, but let me remind you, in the spirit realm, nothing is random. Every event, every person, every moment of divine intervention is meticulously planned. God is not a God of chaos. He moves with precision and purpose, guiding your steps to align with His divine will. The coincidences that feel so seamless to you are actually the signs of Heaven's hand working behind the scenes. Your name is already being whispered in rooms your feet haven't even entered yet. Heaven is speaking about you in places you're unaware of, preparing the way for your next breakthrough. These whispers are not idle chatter. They are part of a heavenly strategy designed just for you. What's coming into your life will not be manufactured by man. It will be orchestrated by the hand of God. The connections that will change your life are being made even now, in ways that transcend human effort and understanding. When the time is right, you will see how everything falls into place. As you walk in faith, trusting the process, know that your journey is not dictated by the whims of chance or human hands. It is divinely ordered. When the right doors open, when the right people appear, and when the unexpected breakthrough happens, know that you are walking in the fullness of God's plan for your life. Stay ready, Spirit Warrior. The best is yet to come, and it's already been prepared for you. Point 4. Your faith has been your weapon. While others may have relied on their charm, wealth, or influence to make their way through the world, you, chosen one, have walked a different path. A path that's rooted in something far deeper and more powerful. Faith. Faith is the cornerstone of your journey, and that's precisely why your reward will be unlike any other. You chose to believe when others couldn't, to praise when circumstances didn't give you any reason to, and to show up time and time again, even when you didn't feel worthy. In a world that often measures success by tangible results and external validation, your faith was a quiet but steadfast force that propelled you forward. And make no mistake, God was paying attention to every step. Faith is not just about blind belief, it's about trusting the unseen and walking forward even when the path ahead seems unclear. While others may have relied on worldly power or connections, you relied on something greater. Your faith moved mountains in the spirit, transforming obstacles into opportunities and trials into triumphs. You may not have seen the results immediately, and there were times when you felt alone in your beliefs, but that didn't stop you. You kept praising, kept praying, and kept showing up, knowing that your reward was not of this world, but one far more profound. And now, chosen one, the time has come for those unseen victories to be revealed. What you did in the dark, in the quiet moments when no one was watching, is about to come into the light. Your dedication, your quiet strength, your unwavering belief. These are the very things that are going to shine now. People who doubted you, who questioned your path, are about to witness a transformation. They will see the power of your faith manifest in ways that cannot be ignored. It won't be just the big moments that matter. It'll be the everyday miracles, the way your life reflects the divine intervention that has been at work in you all along. The reward you're about to receive is not one that can be bought or earned by the world's standards. It's a divine reward, one that only those who walk in faith can fully understand. The best is yet to come, chosen one, and it will be more than worth the wait. Point 5. God is breaking protocols for you. Hear me, spirit warrior. God does not need the approval of man to bless you. His power transcends human systems, rules, and expectations. Imagine the Creator, the force behind the universe, operating outside of time, bypassing every tradition and social hierarchy that we hold so dear. When He decides to elevate one of His chosen ones, nothing stands in His way, not even the most rigid societal structures or deeply ingrained norms. This divine action is not bound by human timelines or limitations. In fact, God's chosen often rise from the most unlikely circumstances, proving that His will is sovereign over all. Take, for instance, the story of Esther, a Jewish orphan who lived in exile. With no royal lineage, no vast wealth, and no powerful connections, she found herself in a position no one could have predicted, becoming the Queen of Persia. In her new role, she had the courage to risk everything to save her people from destruction. God bypassed her humble beginnings and used her in a mighty way, showing us that His blessings are not confined to the world's standards of success. Similarly, consider Moses, a man who was once a fugitive, fleeing from the very land he was meant to free. From a life of exile to the leader of the Israelites, Moses' life is a testament to the fact that God does not need the world's approval to fulfill His purpose. He called Moses not because of his qualifications, but because of His divine purpose for Moses' life. Despite his fears, insecurities, and the immense challenges ahead, God equipped him with everything he needed to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. The message here is clear. God does not look at your qualifications or your background. He does not ask for permission from the world to elevate you. He calls you, equips you, and raises you up to fulfill a purpose greater than you can imagine. If you've been feeling unqualified, remember this. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. His plans for you are bigger than anything you could plan for yourself. And when He calls you, no person, no policy, no societal expectation can stop the work He has set in motion. Point 6, your obedience has unlocked supernatural favor. Let's face it, obedience isn't the flashiest virtue. It doesn't come with a spotlight or a red carpet. It's not the kind of thing that gets shouted about from rooftops or posted on social media. It's quiet, steady, and often requires standing alone, saying no when everyone else is saying yes, walking away when the crowd is cheering, or keeping your peace when you're provoked. These are the moments where your obedience shines brightest. And the world might not understand it, but Earth Angel, that's exactly why it's so powerful. Obedience isn't about doing what's easy, it's about doing what's right. Even when the whole world is telling you to take the shortcut, you've made choices that others might never understand. You sacrificed things that others celebrated. You chose the high road, the road less traveled, even when the low road seemed more glamorous or rewarding in the moment. You forgave when it hurt, not because you were weak, but because you understood the power of release. You stayed humble when the urge to clap back was overwhelming, and in doing so, you were doing more than just maintaining your integrity. You were making a statement to the universe, to heaven itself, that you are ready for something more than what this world offers. And guess what? Heaven took notice. Every time you chose to walk in obedience instead of following the crowd, you are planting seeds for a harvest of divine favor. This isn't just any favor. It's the kind of favor that doesn't make sense by earthly standards. It's the kind of favor that confuses your enemies, that leaves your critics speechless. It's the kind of favor that only God can orchestrate, and when it comes, it hits in ways that no human logic can explain. The doors you've been waiting for will swing open, relationships you've been praying for will be restored, and breakthroughs will happen in the most unexpected places. Chosen one, your obedience isn't just heard, it's being honored by the divine. That supernatural favor you've been waiting for, it's already finding its way to you. Keep walking in faith because the best is yet to come. Point 7, your story will be God's glory. Everything you went through wasn't in vain, it was divine preparation. Those dark valleys, the silent tears, the betrayals, the sleepless nights, you endured them not just to make it out alive, but to come out transformed. Spirit warrior, you were never just surviving, you were being seasoned, forged in fire for a higher calling. What tried to break you was actually building you. And now, your story, the one filled with scars, lessons, and resilience, is being shaped into a testimony that will light the way for others stumbling in the dark. You see, testimonies aren't just spiritual journal entries. They're survival manuals for the next soul fighting for breath. When someone hears how you stood firm while the world collapsed around you, it reminds them that victory is possible. Your survival becomes a strategy. Your faith becomes a map. Your comeback becomes confirmation that setbacks are just setups for something sacred. And let's be real, the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs warriors who've been wounded and still worship. The Bible is full of testimonies. Moses, with a stutter, became the voice of a nation. Joseph went from pit to palace, and Paul turned his persecution into purpose. Why? Because God delights in using broken vessels to pour out divine glory. Your life will be no different. When God decides it's time, your story won't whisper, it will roar. Your glow-up will be a divine announcement that miracles still happen. People won't just admire you, they'll witness God through you. So hold on. Someone out there is waiting to be healed by your honesty, to rise because you did. You're not just a survivor, you're a messenger, and your message, that God still turns pain into power and trials into triumph. Chosen one, what God is about to make happen in your life is beyond anything you could have imagined, and you weren't meant to see it coming. You were meant to trust it into being. Don't shrink. Don't question, don't delay. Stand tall, stay in alignment. Keep your spirit sharp and your faith louder than your fear. Because what God has planned for you, it's not just a blessing, it's a legacy. Watch till the end, replay it if you need to. But whatever you do, Spirit Warrior, stay awake on your spiritual journey. Your moment is closer than you think. Now go ahead. Walk like you already know something's about to break open. Because it is.